Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back with some more Car Mechanic Simulator. This is 2021. Um, my name is Andy, and we are working on. We've done just a little bit, off the camera. You're gonna have to speed it up a little bit. But I think what I have outside is three vehicles that you guys are gonna want to see. So with so actually, take that back. Before we step outside and take a look at these vehicles, let's see what we can upgrade here real quick. So we have five available skill points, and I'm not worried about how fast I can move. Ability to fix parts. I think we need to get that. Let's see. Tighten bolts faster. Strong arms increase mounting. Parking alley cheaper by 50%. I think I'm going to go with ability to fix and repair parts. Because if you can repair the parts that are coming off of the machine, it is so much easier. So now here's what we got to look at garage expansions. So we can add a car wash to help clean the cars up. I don't know if we get any money for it, but you know what? 1,750 bucks. Done. Um, let's see here. Salvaging. Garage. Expand back end of your garage allows further development of your workspace. $10,000. Paint shop. Yeah, dyno, no. 2,500. I think I think we're gonna go with the I don't know, tools? Do I go with tablet, onboard diagnostics, fuel pressure, compression, tire tread, welder, charger. Oof, oof. I think maybe we're gonna go with this a garage expansion, and that leaves us with 3,000. So let's do a car. Let's at least get one car under our belt so we can get some money back in our pocket. So garage expansion. All right. So there's the expansion. Um, so we spent 10,000 on a garage expansion that we can not do anything with. That's wonderful. I think we got to put some tools in here first. Um, so here is the car wash. So we can wash cars now. Wonderful. There's no car here. Interior detailing. All right, so we're gonna sneak around the corner here. Nobody pay attention to see what we got. Oh, nope, can't look, can't look. See it? We got a GT40. Um, we got. I want to say this is a Ferrari. Um, and we got a Dodge Ram of all things. So which one of these three do you think we should work on? This one here. This one doesn't need a whole lot. So you know what? Let's do the truck first because it literally needs two parts, and we can get this hunk of junk out of our way. Maybe we can get something cooler in as our next car. So that literally said, what was it? A leaf spring and a shock? Is that what that said? I know. I was not paying no attention. Alright, so I see a bad shock here, and I see a bad leaf spring U-bolt. So I feel like we're not going to make very much money. That's the only two parts we need. Let's see, car parts, suspension, do a shock. Ooh, is that a rear shock absorber A or B? Um, Rear shock absorber B. Rear shock absorber B. Good thing I looked there real quick because the A, the B, C, whatever you want to call these, that freaking matters. U-bolt. And just like that, we have our new parts. And it did not take us very long. So it took us what 10 minutes? If this was a job in real life, I'd say that took us 10 minutes. And it looks like we're going to get a bonus on it. I didn't even look how much we got paid. It couldn't have been a whole lot. I still got $2,900. That couldn't have been a very big job. Either that or I screwed something up. Actually, before we pull one of those in here, let's check the phone and see if we have another cool car. So we have a story car of the Salem GW500. Ooh, Jeep Wrangler. Or a new C8 Corvette, which they call a Bolt Reptilia. I wonder why Chevy didn't give them the licensing. But clearly that is a 2020 Corvette C8. Or is it 2021 when they came out with those? I think it was 2020. Excuse me. Oh, one of them just went away. What just went away? Ooh, a Jaguar E-Type. Tapping sounds coming from the engine bay. You know what? We're going to take that baby right there. So which one of these fine rides should we endure next? What does this one mean? Suspension feels loose. Outer tie rod. So even though this car is cool as hell, we got refill brake coolant windshield washer. I guarantee the engine is not here. This is a rear engine car. So we want to refill the coolant. I wonder how much it would cost to refill the coolant in a Ferrari. Does anybody know? I recently was watching a video on somebody else's YouTube channel, and this was a mechanic YouTube channel. I can't remember the name, and it was the guy was getting an oil change quoted on a new supercar, and I don't even remember what supercar it was, but they had to take brake. Where's the brake? Brake, the coolant, brake, and windshield washer. So the windshield washer is all the way up there, brake's all the way up there. Anyway, what I was saying is they were quoted to change the oil and do a couple other things on the car, maintenance, to do like a service on it, was $30,000, between $25,000 and $30,000. And I'm like, who the hell would pay that much to get service done on the car. And then I started thinking, well, if a guy has $1 million or $2 million to buy a car like that in the first place, he probably has the money to pay for a $25,000 oil change. um, so with that being said on that, like what the hell? So we need an outer tie rod. Outer tie rod. Yeah. So let's go get an outer tie rod. Suspension outer tie rod. We'll buy one. Um, Close that baby. We're done in the boot. Is that the boot? Or, because if the engine's back there, is it still the boot? Because normally you would call this the bonnet. But if the engine's in the back, which one do you call it? And which one is it? Oh, guys, I already see it. I already see it. You gotta take the tire off? Really? I feel like I could change an outer tie rod without taking the wheel off. Come on. Let's get her done. 10%. Alright, so this time we're not going to screw up and we're going to see how much we got paid for this job. Alright, so do our crisscross applesauce. And this car is done. Okay, so we got to make sure we click this. So we got 21 bucks for the tie rod and 45 bucks for refilling the fluid. So we got 108 bucks. Now, even though that was a cool ass Ferrari, I don't know if that our job payment was up to what we just did right there. What is this? Really? An ignition coil? Okay. I mean, I'm all for these simple, easy jobs, but we're not making no money on these simple, easy jobs. Wow. Although, one way we can make a little bit more money is I just learned this right before. Like, I think I did an examine on a last car, but I didn't notice. If I didn't notice, maybe I did. I don't know. But if you examine these cars, you can get experience points for examining the car on parts that you don't know that you don't even have to take apart, but just click on it and examine them. And look, we're going to get enough experience that we're going to level up before we complete this job, just by examining. Right there, look at that. Just by examining the car. Now, is it worth it? And also, maybe what I was going to say is instead of holding, just doing this click, I found that because I would do click, let go, click, let go. You don't have to do that. Just hold down left click, and look, it just keeps going and going and going. So you don't have to keep pounding buttons. Maybe that's what I was going to tell you that I just learned. But I mean, look, we're into our next level, and we haven't even completed the job. So we leveled up the last 15, 20 points of our last job, and we are 33 points into our next level. And all we did was examine a car. Whoop, wrong button. Go back to normal. Alright, so ignition coil. And this is a rear engine car. Clamshell, open it. How do you open it? Hello? Mr. George? I can see the engine. How do I get to the engine? How about, okay, let's do this. Accessible from the engine bay. How do I open the freaking engine? Um, Open. Simple mode, no. Normal mode. Anybody tell me how? Well, I got it off. Not how I was. Oh, look at the freaking carbs on that sucker. All right, so let's find the ignition coil, which should be an old school ignition coil. Oh, I can see it right there. Ignition coil B. And this is all we need. I mean, that's got old school points. I wonder if that's got a points distributor. So we need electronics. Oop, not Coolio. Oh, damn it, damn it. I can't spell. Ignition coil B. So I got to put those parts back on that I just took off, which I was trying to open it. Like, surely there's a way to open the freaking. All right, so that is our car complete. And now I need to get out of here and try to figure out how to put all this crap back on that I just took off. So, rear window, tail light, license plate. Is that all? That's all I took off. So if I can't complete the job, it's going to tell me I've got a part missing. So we got $100. I mean, that we made more money on that one than we did the last one. What other car do we got out here? So we got the Jag. This the Jaguar. E-Type. This reminds me of those what do you call them? MGs. I know they're not the same car, but it looks so familiar, and it looks close. So this was tapping sounds in the engine, if I recall. So look, that one opened up the freaking hood. Tapping sounds in the engine. All right. Actually, no. We gonna want to examine the car and see if we can find anything bad in this engine right here. So far, the answer is no. There's the air filter was a little off. Timing cover, serpentine belt. That's the one thing I don't think that they would be calling that. I don't think they would be calling that a serpentine belt on this old of a car. All right, so I don't think that identified our issue. Oop. So let's get in here and take a look around. And did they tell us what was wrong? Part not discovered. No, they did not. Part not discovered. So do we see anything obvious? So right off, I see that the distributor looks like hell. The fan looks like hell. Spray our DW40. Take those wires off. Remove the clip. Remove the clip. Oh, those were definitely garbage. Alright, so let's take a look at, so that did put some parts on our list. Um, hmm, 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 hmm. Let's check the plugs. Plugs look fine. Oh, steering rack. That that doesn't see now. This is my problem. That steering rack looks bad, but the diagnosis that they came in and said tapping sounds from the engine. The steering rack would not be tapping sounds from the engine, and the exhaust being bad, that could be tapping sounds from the engine. But I definitely don't see anything bad right here. Alright, so let's go under the car, see if we can take off the steering rack. Which means we're going to have to take the wheels off. Alright, so when I spray this, you can see, oh no, it doesn't show it anymore. I know that if you get the right angle of that can spraying, it definitely says DW, instead of WD-40, it says DW-40. Yeah, let's see if we can see it on this one right here. Let me get the angle just right here. Yeah, right there. DW04. So I had it backwards. We all know that they're trying to say WD-40. That's what I was trying to say. I had it wrong. I was... So, I don't know if that counted for a bad part. Alright. So a part is not discovered. What have I not discovered? Part not discovered. The brake looks... Eh. What we got here? Drive shaft looks eh. This definitely wouldn't be tapping sounds under the engine. Not in my opinion. So let's get back in here to examination mode and see if I can diagnose anything else. I should have freaking bought the test path that tests out the brakes and whatnot and everything else on the car, but I'm definitely not seeing anything bad here. Do you guys see anything that I'm missing? Like, I just don't know. I don't see nothing bad there. Fuse box. Engine. That's part of the engine. Drive shaft looks fine. That looks fine. Rear suspension. I mean, everything looks fine here. Like, I would have to say that nothing has popped up here, so do I need to go... Steering rack. Part not discovered. Tapping, like, how would a steering rack be tapping sounds from the engine bay? Or the distributor rotor? Like, front exhaust, yeah, maybe. So let me do this. Add that to my shopping list. Yeah, I only see those three parts. And where is the steering rack? Right there, steering rack, 20%. There's definitely nothing else that is bad enough. And I don't want to freaking tear into this engine. Shoot. I guess we can take the air cleaner. Air cleaner looks fine. Carburetors look fine. Let's pull off and see if there's a problem with the... This is the ones that take you down a freaking rabbit hole. And you're like, DW04. I don't know why I couldn't get that straight. Definitely don't see any plugs that look bad. Oh man, that freaking looks beautiful in there. Looks beautiful in there. And the fuel filter looks fine. I guess I'm gonna pull this one. If I don't see anything right here, then I don't really see the need to keep going into the engine. That's a lot of bolts to take off a freaking valve cover. And everything looks fine. Everything looks fine there. Well, hell. I don't know what to do. We haven't come across anything yet. I learned the hard way, don't take off the water pump. Distributor looks fine. Like, I don't see anything wrong. Am I going down the freaking rabbit hole here? There's definitely nothing wrong there. Tapping sounds from up front. Like, what else? What else would be wrong here? I don't freaking know, guys. That looks fine. That looks fine. Wheel bearing, maybe? I feel like next thing you know, I'm going to have this whole car taken apart. Oh, come on, get back up. Get back over here. This would be the bad thing about working flat rate. You find that one part on a car, and you're like, oh, this is easy. You think you fix it, and then you're like, oh, you spend hours and hours and hours trying to diagnose. Definitely didn't look like it was a spring. Wasn't a spring, okay. I don't freaking know, man. That's a very shitty diagnostics. Engine sounds, tapping coming from the engine bay. Like, I don't know what else to do. Don't know what else to do. It's got to be something in the front of the car here. Definitely not that. Um, Clutch maybe? Shoot, I don't know. I'm spitballing items now. Like, I don't see anything wrong. And I love how you can take this apart right here. And you just got items out here chilling. Nothing connected. Like I said, definitely don't find. I haven't found nothing freaking wrong. Not a starter. Is it in the clutch? If it's in the clutch, I'm gonna be very upset. It does not appear to be anything in the freaking clutch. Like, I had to overlook the stupidest little thing. But, I mean, like I said, I've gone down the freaking rabbit hole now. That's for sure. I don't see nothing back here. Like, I don't see nothing wrong. Um, well, we're losing money on this car. It's getting the oil drain. Oh man, that oil was perfectly fine. I don't know what else to do here. So, pistons look fine. I, you know what? Hell, I don't friggin' know. At this point, I guess I'm just taking the whole car apart because I don't know. Alright, so don't mess with the power steering. Don't mess with the brake fluid. Jesus Christ. 12 bolts holding the air filter cover to the 3 different carburetors. Now, I've seen on certain engines where you have dual carburetors, but this seems a little weird. But I mean, I guess on an inline 6, it's like 2 cylinders, 2 cylinders, 2 cylinders, but it does look a little weird to me. And it comes off as one piece? Are you for real? That doesn't seem right. I still haven't found this other part. Like, what the hell am I looking for? I'm gonna be upset when I find this. I am about 2 seconds away from trying to figure out what we have not. It better not be that freaking spark plug right there. No, wasn't it. Wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. You can't be serious right now. Alright, not that. That's a very weird bracket right there. I'm definitely going to have to remember this weird order that you have to put everything back together in. Not a cam, not a cam. Okay. Holy hell. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bolts on the exhaust manifold. Did I miss one? 16 bolts on the exhaust manifold. Oh, I missed a cam gear too. Oh, God, come on. Like, I didn't just take enough freaking bolts. Well, oh, come on there. Are you shitting me? There's literally nothing else we can do here. Like, the engine does not look bad. And I still have not... Oh, timing chain. So it was the timing chain. I guess I should. Holy hell. So I had to dig almost that far into it anyway. Okay. I'm still pissed. I didn't know. I didn't see it when it came off that the timing chain was bad. Um, what is the timing chain percent at? 28%? I mean, I was looking for stuff that was coming out red, so I didn't see it. All right. All right. Let's get this head back on. Let's go in this reverse order. Holy hell. Timing chain. I had to, like I said, this rabbit hole you can go down when you're trying to diagnose a car. Now, if I would have had more testing things, would I have been able to figure out that that was the timing chain? I don't really think so. I mean, even if I had the compression tester and a few other things, like, I don't think that that would have told me anything about the timing chain. Now, it would have saved me from taking a few of these things off of here if I would have noticed when I took that was not necessary. So I probably didn't need to take the carbs off. Probably didn't need to take the air cleaner off. But I mean, that freaking timing chain didn't look bad. Did you guys notice it? I mean, somebody let me know if we... Because I definitely did not. Definitely getting all the bad parts back on this side of the engine. Alright, so let's get this back on here. 9,000 volts later. At least the good thing about putting together, we don't have to put no lube on anything. Alright, that's under the car, under the car, under the car. I guess we'll go ahead and do the carbs. This really did irritate me. Like, I feel like the description of the symptoms could have been slightly better in explaining the problem than what we had. Because I still have a problem with it saying that the steering rack was bad. I'm gonna double check my stuff here. Yeah, steering rack. That is not tapping sounds coming from the engine bay. Maybe, I mean, maybe it could be. Maybe it could be. But distributor and rotor? Exhaust, yes, I get. Timing chain, Steering rack, I don't know. That irritated me. Alright, so timing chain. Ooh. So I didn't put the timing chain in there. So it's a weird, definitely some weird ones in there. There it is right there. I remember the XK. Alright, so exhaust section, A, E-type. Exhaust section E. Is that what it says? E-type? Oh, exhaust section. Alright. A. Exhaust section A. Alright, so now let's look for E-type. E-type. Exhaust section A. Um... DBX. Am I just overlooking this 14B F type E type E type? All right, so we got that. So we need steering rack, and then now we need to switch over to electronics and go distributor, ignition distributor, cap, I6. Ignition distributor, cap, I6. Rotor. Alright. Now if I didn't do this wrong, gear, another gear, timing chain. So this should... did I buy the wrong freaking timing chain? I did. I needed timing chain B. Holy hell. So that's why you gotta pay more attention. That's completely my fault. Timing chain B. Alright, so now let's look for the XK again. Hold on. Timing chain B. Alright, that's it. That's it. And another cam gear. And you know what? I'm not giving that a-hole the good brand new chain. Another freaking cam gear. Holy hell. What kind of a freaking setup? I mean, I've seen some elaborate setups, especially on some Fords. But I've never seen this setup. I've never worked on a Jaguar. I will be completely honest. Never worked on a Jaguar before. So I definitely had to remove the radiator, which means remove the fluid to get the water pump off. So I guess I didn't go too far outside the rabbit hole, but I definitely didn't need to take the suspension apart. I was hoping it was going to be a bad bushing or something. And it was not. Did that say fan for a V8? I know I'm not the only one who just saw that. Definitely not an overhead V8 fan. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? How much stuff can I do from up top? Let's get the distributor. Like I said, I'm a little curious about how the rotor and the distributor. Where did I get those clips from? Clip B. Did I send something else out missing a clip? No. I don't recall nothing else that took clips. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. It would have told me. When I tried to send the car out, it would have said missing a clip. See. What am I missing here? For putting my valve cover back on. Anybody see what I'm missing for my valve covers? Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. I was like, why is it not lighting up the valve covers? I'll be completely honest. If I had this on the hard mode, trying to do this car, I definitely don't think I would have gotten all those pieces undone in the correct order. Because I barely saw that part in there just when I flipped that right angle. I don't think I would have seen that to take it apart either. Now the cars that I'm familiar with, I think I could do those on the hard mode where it doesn't give you highlights for anything. Wires. Alright, so I definitely don't see anything more up top here. What can we do from underneath? Yeah, we went chasing this one way down the rabbit hole. Definitely didn't need to take the flywheel off, or the clutch, or the oil pan. So that's a loss for me. 30 bucks in oil. And I do like how on some cars you can reach the starter from underneath. But on some of the front wheel drive cars with the 4 cylinders, you have to go in through the hood to get to the starter. And I don't feel like that is legit. Because I know for sure that certain cars, I could definitely take the starters off from underneath rather than the engine bay. Alright. What else can I do here? I mean, I guess at least I got extra experience points for taking stuff apart that that I didn't need to. I mean, look at the bright side. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm looking at the bright side. Alright, so let's get a new steering rack in there, which I still don't understand how they would write that up as tapping sounds from the engine bay. I'm still going to argue that I believe that that is not how that should have been written up. Because I would not write up that I would write that up as clunking sounds from the suspension for that issue. All right, so exhaust pipe. I did get the right one. I'm curious to look at it now and see if it says all my things are green. But I can't finish the car until I put it back together, so... Yep. We definitely did this to ourselves. Bushing. See, I got another bushing right there. Another bushing right there. And that's definitely one thing that we can't repair is bushings. But some of the stuff that we can repair on here, I disagree with also. Like, I believe you can repair ignition coils later on in the game when you get your stats high enough. And I'm going to argue with how could you repair electrical parts, such as a coil? Like, how are you going to mess with that? What are you going to repair that's like, yeah, I can do that? Because I don't think so. Alright, so the bearing, the wheel cap, and the wheel. Alright, so if we check our inventory, alright, so that should be all the bad parts. The car should be back together. Now, I don't think I can send it out with oil, but I'm going to try. There's no oil in the engine. I know there's no oil in the engine. How about coolant? Can I send it out without coolant? Because I know it doesn't have any coolant either. See, look at that brake fluid. Like, I want to top that brake fluid off even though it tells me not to. Because, like, if I was working at a mechanic shop and I saw that the brake fluid was low, like I said, look, I would just go, oh, that is full. Never mind. It did not look full. Try it with no... I know coolant. Alright, well, we took the long road for completing this car. I will definitely say, alright, done. So we did get an almost $900 bonus. 850-ish. I mean, I'll take that 900. It's fine. 831 bucks. 1981. All right. All right. So now that we got that done and out of the way, old Mercedes. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take that order. I'm not gonna work on it, but I just want to have it sitting. Ooh. I'm gonna take that order too. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to doing a few more things off the books. I I don't understand here, so body repair station, add engine stand, battery chargers 550, workbench. That's what I didn't put in. I didn't put in a freaking workbench to repair. Alright, so we put in the workbench, brake lathe, 1750. 150. You know what? We're gonna get that. 150 bucks. Compression tester, 300. And look, there's no sense in not getting. Oh, OBD scanner. So I need a little bit more money. So let's go. So this is what I was hoping on doing, repairing parts. And I guess I missed it. So now I should be able to repair. Okay, how do I do this? Repair the part. Stop in the green. And if you hit the red, it breaks the part. But see now, okay. See, I failed. I failed. I'm a failure. And I can't repair the steering rack because I need a higher upgrade. So now what I can do is I can go in my inventory here and I can sort this on condition. No, condition. And all this stuff that's totally bad, we can sell this. Clean our inventory up a little bit. I don't want to open that barn location yet because I don't have enough money. So we're going to end off with opening the case. Do I want to open the case? Yes. Alright, let's see here. Yes. Hey. Okay. Open the next case. 1, 2, 3, stop. Ooh. What? I don't know why I act like such an idiot sometimes. Another bonus case. Experience. I ain't gonna argue. So we're almost leveled up. So, what is the blue stuff? Bonus. That's experience, and what is the blue stuff? I can't remember what the blue stuff is. Is that shop reputation, maybe? Oh yeah, we just got another level. So now we are back to square one. Where we're at. We cleaned out the junk out of our inventory. So, oil filter. So we do still have some bad parts though. But why did it not look... Did I not do that right? I don't know. Anyway, guys, on the next episode, we're going to dive into a couple more cars. Like I said, I'm going to grind just a little bit more because I think I just got... Ooh, I got 5 available skill points. I think that we should still keep doing this on repair. Ability to repair stuff. Alright, so we got one more left. What should we do? Eagle Eye. You know what? Let's go ahead and do Eagle. Screw things on faster. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you on the next one. My name is Andy. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Thanks for all the viewers. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe. See you on the next one. Thanks, guys.